This looks like a damn horror movie,
Это
man.
не наш?
Пошли. Времени нет.
Yeah, this looks horrendous. Just the scenery itself looks bleak. It's starting to kick off. Hey troops, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan and I'm a former Royal Marine from the United Kingdom. Today we've got another battlefield breakdown for you guys. It's GoPro footage of the 3rd Assault Brigades clearing an enemy position. So as you can see there, you know, in the first little intro, there's basically a huge wood block being smashed to bits by what looks like artillery, mortars, gunfire, you name it, it's had it. And yeah, the troops are moving through in a methodical way, trying to clear the area, safe passage for all the rest of the troops to get through. But that involves fighting, that involves violence, it involves all the stuff that war brings. Guys, let's get into it today. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and let's get into this battlefield breakdown. Okay, let's get this to the beginning then, troops. You can hear his breathing's heavy, adrenaline's high, nerves is in. Weapons pointed downrange. I mean, take a look at the scenery here. I don't know if that's mist or morning dew because of the time of day, or if it's from artillery. It looks like possibly it's early morning.
Мы тут. Давайте рух, пацаны.
This area's been
давай,
absolutely
за ним.
smashed to bits. There's no question about it. This place has been hammered.
Рухайся.
Looks like it's some form of clearance patrol. Clearance patrol, like a fighting patrol. They know they're probably just going to get into a fight. Clearing through this wood
Я
block.
рухаюсь. Цинкуй.
See a man in front there as well. We are going to have deceased, and for educational purposes it's all been blurred out, which is great. Even the sound of those crows makes it sound eerie. Yeah, so there's a lot of mortally wounded individuals, but they've got to be careful. As
Можешь
we've
сместиться
seen,
все левіше, я тут не пройду.
Пока туман, это нам на руку.
right, that's interesting. So, we've just mentioned about the fog there. He says the fog is working for them in their favour. So, the enemy obviously can't see them in their eyes. Now, we have seen that a lot of these troops, some of them are very experienced, some of them are not. This guy, he knows that, you know, the fog is working to their advantage, but for how long, that's the question.
Вот это этих
Бачу край посадки. Зараз густий туман, можуть рухатись.
Сергій, кажи, іграшка для прикриття, очікує туману, як прийняв.
Давайте,
чув?
пацки.
Плюс.
Нуар,
Я!
давай, на, Тесс.
Все, отходим.
We're waiting for the
Пацаны,
fog
только на веселе.
to basically clear.
Начало посадки, потом...
Да, плюс в окопы, короче.
Давай, рух.
Да бегу. Ты все равно цинкуй, слышишь? Это наш.
Oh, hear that? Drones in the air. This could change up very quickly. Ah, it's a friendly
Да,
drone.
наш. Рух.
That's good. So they're going to be able to get eyes on potentially enemies in depth, positions moving forward.
Кто-то зажал тангенту.
I've got a feeling it's just going to kick off all of a sudden. Yeah, this is gonna kick
Это
off.
кто?
I can tell.
Понял.
I don't watch
Плюс,
these
плюс,
videos
принял,
beforehand
принял.
either, guys. I just react
Рухаем.
straight to them. This is gonna kick off big time. I think there's a bit of open ground pushing through here. It looks like beyond that tree line there's a little
Это не
bit of a
наш?
clearing.
Пошли.
And the fog is what's protecting
Времени
them
нет.
and the enemy. Yeah, the shots are starting to happen now.
Ну як так?
Oh, bleak, doesn't it?
Ему помогают? Иду. Блять, радейка.
07, 07, зайняв на зв'язок.
So many
07 на зв'язку.
deceased individuals in this wood block.
Да давайте веселей, блядь.
Я вас чую, давайте, веселіше.
You can see the shot marks on the tree. Obviously, these trees are being blasted to bits with artillery.
Перегрупуватися і
What kind of kit's he got? He's got like a ghillie suit on. I say a ghillie suit. You know, he's well cammed. Put it that way.
рухатись далі.
В небі пташка.
Не кричи. 07, 07.
Я чую, рухайся.
So nothing happening
План
as of yet.
міняється, виконувати, як прийняв. Плюс.
Волчара.
07.
07.
Right. So we bought before this. I'm sure this is going to get a little bit heated pretty soon. But I wanted to take this time to actually mention to you guys, a lot of this type of fighting is waiting about. Okay, most of what they're going to be doing today isn't going to be fighting. All right, that's the biggest misinterpretation of war and warfare. Most of it, 99% of the time, is waiting about. Hurry up and wait, as we used to say in the military. So don't be surprised if most of this patrol is them basically not getting shot at. But I can guarantee it's going to open up, all right? They're clearing enemy positions, is the hint in the title, so I have no doubt that these enemy positions are going to be fortified at some point. My feeling is it's all going to break loose once that fog clears. What's your thoughts?
Плюс.
Open ground. Right, where are they going? So open ground, it's obviously, there's got a dip in the terrain there, leading up to the top of that other mound. It appears to be some form of small wood block, wood copse. Could be possible enemies in there. I would be moving very hastily at this moment in time, very hastily indeed. I would be getting across that open ground as quick as I possibly could, with eyes on that wood block for obvious reasons. But I wouldn't be waiting for the fog to clear, put it that way. I'd be moving and utilising that fog to its advantage, all right? The natural advantages of, yes, we may not be able to see the enemies as well, but they can't see us as well either. So under this situation, I wouldn't just be moving under a slow pace, okay, across that ground. I would be moving across there with pace.
Только по
They've
тропе и
got
под
bird
ноги.
in the sky as
По якій
well.
тропі?
Где-то там есть тропа.
Друже, що ти? Ти мене чуєш? Ти нормально?
Very exposed
Я
right
знаю.
now.
Давай. Не-не-не, лежи, мы тебя оттащим. Сейчас, подожди. Ну-ка. Готов? Ну.
We've got an injured guy here as well. In open ground, I would be getting him
Сейчас
out of
убью.
there.
Ну да, в рюкзаке.
У меня нету воды.
У меня есть. Так, держи. Сам сможешь выпить? Да. Все, плюс.
Okay, so they're helping each other out. Shots have been fired.
Братан, тут ленточка,
don't like
аккуратно,
this.
по моих следах.
Very, very open
Я
here.
просто.
И под ноги, блядь, смотрите на.
Під ноги дивіться і контроль.
So we've got a lot of deceased in this woodblock again.
Да.
Контролі.
Плюс.
Дивляйся, все хорошо.
Давайте, хлопці, чим швидше, тим лучше.
Okay, it looks like a lot of these trench systems and these dugouts are actually clear. This might in fact just be a perfect example of how 99% of the time actually looks over there. I don't know if we're going to get into any fighting. We're going to just have to keep on watching, guys. Oh, just as I said that, it starts going down range. Maybe's it's going to happen soon.
Це хто?
Давайте, під суету, це не в нас.
Так, я тебя попробую дальше отсмотреть, хорошо? Я нормально. А? Вроде нормально. Слушай, нормально, ненормально, могла вторичка какая-то залететь. Не хочу, чтобы ты стек, ладно? Из-за какой-то хуйни. Да я посмотрю тут. Ёбаный лепесток, ёбаный лепесток.
Все, птичка.
Попереду окопка. Максимально.
Под ноги тоже смотрите.
Крий!
Гранату туда хуйни.
Right, a full dugout. Okay, shots are fired. This could be where things get tasty. If you're still watching, guys, make sure to smash that like button. Clearing the enemy positions with grenades is obviously a good way
От в мене шнурок.
of ensuring that you're safe.
Тут десь попереду те ще один є. Акуратно.
Давай,
Я,
рух.
по-моєму, побачив рух спереду, Зен.
Давай с контролем рух.
Movement up ahead.
Увидел нахуй движение, стреляй нахуй.
Бліндажі. О, прямо над нами.
Давай, я крию, контролю.
Граната!
Рух, рух. Волчара, рух.
На час, окопка. Бліндаж, возможно. Своя!
Clearing all of the trench
Помните, где
systems and the
блиндаж?
dugouts.
Там, где замеченный был.
Right, so there has been an individual spotted. This has been quite slow and methodical. A bit of a clearance patrol, probably because this area's been hammered by artillery and stuff beforehand, and then obviously you send in the infantry guys to go and see if it's clear. So, yeah, it is kind of a clearance patrol from what I can gather. There was no intelligence given to us in the beginning what kind of patrol this was, but obviously you can see there's a lot of deceased people, alright? But you still need to clear the area to check that actually, you know, the fire mission or whatever took place beforehand was successful. So, yes, we're probably going to see a whole lot of nothing, but we could see something. You never know. There is a person who has been spotted. We'll see how this materializes.
Он аж там, дальше, дальше.
Диви там. Я не знаю, де тут вход з тої чи з цієї сторони, братан.
Он спереди, у там.
А?
Он спереди, туда смотрит.
Там нора, походу. Тихо, нора.
Я крию.
Та куди ти кид? Граната!
Рагуловка чисто, Рагуловка чисто. Закінчили, фінал.
Плюс, плюс. Опа. Що ти загоряєш? Не загоряй. Пусть повиняє.
Ходимо десь до краю посадки і все.
Що ти кипішов?
Акуратно і швидко йдемо отсюда.
Okay, so what they're doing there is checking for intelligence and stuff on the individuals. This is basic military practice and a good practice.
Бумажку забери. Ти мене не чуєш.
Що та рацію збираю, все по дорозі.
Давай, рух.
Окей, собирайся, брат. По Русі зараз легко підуть.
Давайте пробуємо.
Одвох руку в мене вище тут.
Right, so they're getting the casualty out. Casevac taking
Ну, за
place.
землі.
Ноги.
Okay, right, so that wasn't actually what I was expecting, but the reason I'm glad that we reacted to it was we showed, you know, the realities of this war and the realities of many, many wars that have, you know, happened in the past. A lot of the time, the infantry groups, when they're moving in on positions that have effectively been hammered, all right, and in this case, absolutely smashed to bits by artillery, mortars, you name it, clearance patrol is exactly what it sounds like. It's a clearance patrol. You're doing out dead checks. You're doing out confirmations of actually, is this area safe? Strategically, we're looking at this now as possibly in the Ukrainians' hands. All right, this area can be used and utilized as a potential forward operating base for their operations now that this area has been cleared of the enemy positions. So, yeah, these patrols are the reality. It is what's going on over there. It is very, very common in practice at war, okay? Not everything is all gun-ho and smashing it and stuff like that. The next one probably will. But this is a true depiction of actually what it's like once an area's been absolutely hammered. A lot of individuals to check for intelligence, all of that kind of stuff. So you can get a lot of intelligence reporting on this actual operation anyway, because these men are going to have notes on them somewhere, going to have things written down on orders and everything else. They might have some intelligence that can aid in the next fighting operation, okay? Because you can bet your bottom dollar this forward operating base in the woodblock has another operating base somewhere else that was supplying it and resupplying it and putting manpower in position for that as well. So, yeah, the story continues with this. There's a lot more that meets the eye than just them walking through a woodblock, okay? It's something that can be very, very handy with intelligence gathering. And 99% of war, as we said, is just, is this. Nothing much happening, all right? But nonetheless, guys, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.